Hello everyone, welcome to Sleepers and Keepers. We finally have a decision on keepers, we have a decision on how we're handling free agents, we have a draft date, and now all we need to do is assign all of the newbies to their respective teams from last season that are currently vacant. So I figured the best way to do that would be to put together a video using random.org and what I had specified earlier in the posts online, and just show you how we're doing it, assign teams accordingly, post that information, and then send everybody their keeper values via an Excel spreadsheet that I'll explain here in just a second. As a league, we voted, and it was a very, very close vote, actually, of how we're handling free agents and assigning them keeper values this season and for all seasons going forward. What we've done here is decided that we are going to be using the current season's average draft position based off of ESPN's top 300 for PPR leagues, which I've got right here actually, and I'm going to include a link to this document in the Excel spreadsheet that I send out to everybody, including all of the keeper values. That way everybody's on the same page and can see what's going on. And so what we're doing is taking that ADP and we're adding 3 rounds to it in order to assign that free agent his keeper value. A really good example of ADP at work using our ADP plus 3 round rule would be looking at Odell Beckham Jr. So I have here the list of every team's roster, and Odell Beckham Jr. is on Jason McIntyre's team. Odell was undrafted last season. He is currently an ADP of a first round, so using our new rule, he then becomes a 4th round keeper, ADP plus 3 rounds. Every other player's keeper value is listed next to their name as well. A highlighted number just indicates that they were a free agent last season, meaning that I've already applied the rule of figuring out their current draft position, their current ADP, and added the 3 rounds to it. So what the numbers you see here are the actual numbers, the actual rounds that these players would need to be kept in if you wanted them on their roster. One last thing I want to take a look at is just to show the open teams right now. These are the team names from last season. So you've got Blue Thunder, Electric Money, Gridiron Gold, Little T, and Chicago Bears. I am over here at random.org, and we are going to be using the list randomizer. So in this field here, I will type out every team that still needs an owner, and then we will randomize this. We're going to randomize it 10 times. So when it says at the very bottom here that you have randomized this list 10 times, what we get is what we get. All right, we have our list of team names in here. This list is going to be randomized 10 times. And over here on the left, boom, we've got our list of newbie teams, newbie owners. So let's randomize this 10 times, see what the results are, and assign the teams accordingly. Alright, last time, and boom, we have our assignments. Okay, so the way this worked out is Bobby will be taking over Blue Thunder, Steve will be taking over Electric Money, Mark will be taking over Gridiron Gold, Aaron will be taking over Chicago Bears, and Ryan will be taking over Little T. All of the teams have been assigned an owner, all of the keepers have been assigned a value, and we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. All of that information is now in that Excel spreadsheet, which I'm going to be emailing to everybody today. We've got like 3 more things we need to go over. 1, draft order. We're going to determine the draft order prior to the draft this year. Knowing the draft order ahead of time helps you make better keeper decisions, and it also opens up the world of trades. The awesome thing about a keeper league is trading. You can trade draft picks. You can trade players. So if there's somebody on another team that you kind of got your eye on, strike up a conversation. You might be able to get some sort of trade offer going, whether it be another player or it be trade picks. It really adds an awesome dynamic to draft day. Number 2, keeper lock date. This is the date that I have to have everybody's keeper in by. Thursday, August 27th, before 7 p.m. I'll put all those keepers into a list with the round that they're going in and email it out to the entire league. There is some strategy in knowing who's keeping what positions and in what round they're going. You can keep up to 2 players on your roster, and it's an option. You don't have to keep anybody if you don't want to. You'll just draft fresh while everybody else has 1, maybe 2 keepers on their team. Last thing, team names. I mean, come on. Let's get a little original. Team, insert last name here, really doesn't say much about you. Or maybe it does. One last thing. I'll be putting together another video for our draft order. I'm going to use random.org the same way I did for assigning the newbie teams, but I'll put everybody's name in the list, randomize it 10 times, and then display the results. That way it's impartial and everybody knows where they're drafting. As always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. I've got it with me all the time and I try to reply as quick as possible. Also, I'm contemplating maybe doing videos more often throughout the year. I kind of like the format, and it's a good way for me to trash talk you guys without having to see you. So let me know what you think about the video. I kind of like it. Best of luck, everybody. Happy researching. See you at the draft.